Hello my dear children of ninth standard. Today in this video we are going to start a chapter from your Beehive textbook. The name of the chapter is chapter number 10, Kathmandu, written by Vikram Seth. Vikram Seth, a very famous Indian writer. This is an extract taken from Heaven Lake. Vikram Seth has written a book called Heaven Lake. In that book, he has written about Mansarovar, which is located in China. So, from that book, or we can say from Vikram Seth's book, this extract has been taken. So, let us start the chapter, Kathmandu. The lesson Kathmandu is a description of the two famous temples of that city. One is the Pashupatinath temple, the other is the Bodhnath Stupa, the Buddhist shrine of Kathmandu. Stupa means a dome-shaped building. So, at Pashupatinath temple, a sign proclaims, means a sign make non-publicly or officially, that is, entrance for the Hindus only. There is much crowd and utter confusion. All sorts of animals roam around through the grounds. There are so many people. They are pushing each other to somehow make their way to the Lord. A group of Westerners claims itself to be Hindus. It struggles for permission to come in, but the policeman at the gate is not convinced monkeys can be seen fighting. The holy Bagmati flows by the side of the temple. It has washerwomen at its banks. There is a small shrine also on the river bank. Shrine means a place a place for worship, or we can say temple. The other half out of it, the people believe that the whole of the shrine will come out of the river one day. Then the goddess inside will escape. Then the evil period of Kali Yuga will come to an end. At Bodhnath Stupa, there is a sense of stillness, means a sense of peace. Peaceful atmosphere is there, we can say. There is a road running around the temple. Small shops of Tibetan immigrants stand on its outer edge. There are no crowds here. Tibetan immigrants means the people, or we can say the Tibet people who have settled at Kathmandu. Kathmandu is a crowded place. There are deities in the busiest streets. Deities means God statue. These streets are crowded with fruit sellers, flute sellers, hawkers of postcards, etc. The shop sell westerns, cosmetics, film rolls and chocolate. Film songs can be heard. Car horns play, cycle bell ring, straw cows low at people. Low means make a sound by seeing the people in the marketplace. The author indulges himself mindlessly. Then he plans to go back home. He enters a Nepal Airlines office and buys a ticket for Delhi. He comes back to his hotel. In a corner of the square near the hotel, a flute seller catches his attention. His carefree style pleases him. He does not sell his flute like others. They cry to sell their wares. In fact, flute music always attracts him. It reminds him of the commonality of all mankind. There is no culture that does not have its flute. The deep bansuri is of Hindustani classical music. The flutes of South America are clear and breathy. The Chinese ones are high pitched. The music of the flutes is universal. Its motive force is the breath. It unites all in one single thread of universality. The author is affected by the phrases on the bansuri. It surprises him. He returns home after a long absence abroad. He did not think earlier of the details and their significance. Means we can say that limited things are there which affect him, like this flute. He is very much attached to the flute. So, my dear children, in this chapter, Kathmandu, we saw the story, or we can say we got the information about Kathmandu. Kathmandu is the capital city of Nepal. So read the chapter, watch the video. Thank you.